It's time for Around the Ozarks News, sponsored by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Howdy, howdy. Good morning to you on Wednesday. It is hump day. We've arrived, and hope your Monday, Tuesday were great, and your Wednesday's even better. Let's tell you about some news around the Ozarks.
Springfield police, Greene County deputies, and federal agents swarmed the Wicked Superstore on East Kearney Tuesday morning. 3 federal search warrants were executed there, and officers were seen inside removing items from that business. DEA agents were also on scene. Authorities have not yet released too many details. No charges announced just yet. We know that store sells vapes, hemp-related products, and other so-called novelty items. A body found in Bull Shoals Lake is believed to be that of a man who disappeared more than a month ago. Rangers with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers discovered the body on Monday near Howard Creek. Investigators believe it is 48-year-old Mark Haynes of Lakeview, who was reported missing on April 25th. His car had been found parked near the lake after he failed to return from a dock area. The state medical examiner will make the final identification.
That's sad. And then there's this. Missouri Highway Patrol is investigating a drowning at Stockton Lake that claimed the life of a man from Willard. Troopers say the 25-year-old attempted to swim across a cove near Masters Cove Swim Beach Monday afternoon. Witnesses lost sight of him. That prompted a call to police, a search of the area. Sonar equipment was brought in to help locate his body about 70 or so feet from the shore. Authorities say he was not wearing a life jacket. The Greene County Commission has approved a rezoning request for a new subdivision just outside Willard. We've been telling you about this, and now it has been approved unanimously, in fact. Commissioners voted unanimously to rezone 14.3 acres near highways A, B, and EE for smaller residential lots, several of them. The plan is a scaled-back version of a much larger development proposal that drew some opposition from nearby residents. Some of the neighbors there raised concerns about traffic, drainage, sewer capacity, and higher housing density. Developers say the project will include about 35 to 41 homes in this phase. So apparently the Greene County Commission did not have the same concerns that some of the residents had. Now, whether or not they had more information to make an educated decision on that, I would assume that they did, because that's kind of what they do. But some of the residents not happy about it, and we'll see where it goes from here.
Okay. Springfield-based Pedigree Truck and Trailer Sales is expanding with a new dealership in North Springfield. That company plans to open a nearly 12,000 square foot facility on East Diamond Street next October. The $7.9 million project will feature an indoor showroom, finance center, driver lounge, and customer amenities. Pedigree is the exclusive dealer for used trucks and trailers from Prime Incorporated. The new location will replace the company's current Springfield operation. Drivers heading to Haha-Tonka State Park should plan for a detour of sorts starting today. The Missouri Department of Transportation is closing the Haha-Tonka Road entrance from Highway 54 in Camdenton from now through June 24th. The closure is part of a major highway widening project that is underway there. Crews will be rebuilding the entrance while also making drainage and roadway improvements. No official detour route has been announced.
You know, I've never been there. Have you been?
I have actually only been for work purposes.
Yeah.
And I want to go for pleasure because it is a really cool place. I am Googling it as we speak. What are we doing?
I don't know how I've never been there. I've lived here for 20 years.
Yeah, it's super beautiful. I do know that. I mean, some of the pictures are so pretty, in fact.
Right. I know.
They look like computer generation.
Every time I see them, I say, we got to go. How have we not gone? And then we still don't go.
And our kids are at a good age to enjoy like camping and stuff like that again, you know?
Yeah. All right. Missouri's Board of Education is undergoing a leadership change currently. Board President Mary Schrag has resigned effective immediately after serving on that state board since 2019. Schrag said the timing is right to step away now that new members are established. Vice President Brooks Miller will serve as acting president until an election is held to find a new president later this month. Schrag, you recognize the name. She is the wife of Springfield Mayor Jeff Schrag. So there we go. And the Springfield Cardinals are embracing an Ozarks tradition with a new alternate team identity. The club will play select games as the Ozarks Snipe Hunters beginning June 11 next week at Route 66 Stadium. The promotion was inspired by the familiar campfire prank known as a snipe hunt, where you send a newbie out to catch snipe, and there's no such thing. It doesn't exist. The joke's on that person. So special jerseys and themed merchandise will be available during those games. The team says the rebrand celebrates a unique piece of regional folklore, and nobody can see that.
Hold on a minute. Wait for it.
So,
okay,
for people listening
to
the podcast, Sarah is attempting to show something on her phone to the camera, but it's not working.
It's not gonna focus. It says
there it is.
Common snipe hunting. So this is the Missouri Department of Conservation's app. And did you know, Ethan Forhetz, that the app, apparently the conservationists don't care that you might be left in the woods alone for 6 hours waiting on the snipe to come?
Are they part of the prank?
They're part of the prank. This is literally on their app. So I was talking about this the other day, and then a friend of mine was like, what do you mean there's no snipe hunting? This is from the official app from the Department of Conservation. And lo and behold, there it was.
That's fantastic. Good for them.
Right before my very eyes. Just so you know, I don't know if you know this about me. I know we've only been married for 20 years, but I went snipe hunting once for 6 hours.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Somehow I believe that.
It's upsetting. And then to find out that the good guys are in on it, I'm like,
Well, you know what? We have a good sense of humor here in Missouri. So I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Well, you know, the Springfield Cardinals are also the Cashew Chickens from time to time. Apparently that's going to continue as well. So there'll be special games where they're the Cashew Chickens. And this year, special games where they are the Snipe Hunters.
Good times. All right. The James River Basin Partnership is looking for volunteers for the annual River Rescue. This is where you go clean up the James River. That event is set for June 13th on a 6-mile stretch of the lower James River near Galena. The participants will remove trash and tires and all the things while floating the river. So it's a good time, but for a cause. Free lunch will be provided following that cleanup. Organizers say registration is required because there are a limited number of boats available.
So we're telling you about it early. It's a week from this coming Saturday.
June 13th. You got 10 days. Get out there in the next 10 days.
Yeah, you can make the proper plans and get registered. That'll be a good day. Then I saw this. I thought it was cool. We wanted to pass it along. It's not from Around the Ozarks, but it's a fun prank. And I know there are a lot of senior pranks that go on. Some of them get people in trouble. This one did not, but it happened in North Carolina. You can pull up the pictures. It's drawing national attention for the right reasons. This is a Ring doorbell camera of a bunch of kids, 50 high school seniors from the high school, showing up at 5:30 in the morning at their principal's house and sneaking inside while he is asleep. And then he wakes up, goes downstairs, and 50 of his students, there he is in the red, and if you're watching, you can see the photos of these kids in his house. If you're listening, I'll just tell you about it. They're all smiling. He is smiling because he's a great sport. His family was apparently in on it. So they cleared it with the family ahead of time. But I love the Ring doorbell camera of all the students filing in the dark at 5:30 in the morning to wake him up. He said it was the best senior prank that he had ever seen. And he called it an honor that they would want to come do that to him and share that with him. He thought it was a really good sign that they had a great 4-year career in high school.
Right.
Maybe some of them longer. Who knows? He did have one complaint that they didn't bring breakfast. So next year, if they do it again, breakfast. They'll have to bring breakfast.
That's right.
I thought that was fun.
Good old senior pranks. Yep. Fun times.
Yep.
Yeah.
We didn't do any senior pranks my year, so I know nothing about this. But I know it's a tradition in a lot of places. It just wasn't at my high school for whatever reason.
Didn't do a senior prank?
No. We also didn't throw our caps in the air at graduation. I don't know why. We didn't do any of that stuff. We were too cool for school, I guess.
Loser. We threw a senior prank and it was pretty great.
Did you end up in jail?
No.
Okay.
But I did end up in the principal's office.
Okay.
I sure did. Yep. In fact, corporal punishment was still a thing. And I got SWATs my senior year of high school. It was either take SWATs or you cannot walk the stage. So I took SWATs. And honestly, Dr. Sparks did not go light on me. This was like back in the day where you had to have like the witnesses in the office, the big paddle, the board.
Did everybody or just you?
Well, I was kind of the one who was supposed to be like in charge of
the ringleader. Yeah.
The ringleader.
Yeah.
I know that's hard to believe.
I could see that.
That's hard to believe. But.
So you were 18 years old. And
no, I was 17.
You got a spanking?
No, I was 18. I would have been 18.
You were
just
18,
just
graduating
turned.
from high school, and you got a spanking by the principal for real?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep. But it turned out okay. And then I got to go
weird.
back a few years ago and speak at my old high school. And I got to thank Dr. Sparks for trying his best to keep me in line.
Did he show up when you were voted into the inaugural class of the Hall of Fame?
You know what? I don't know if he was there, but you know who was there was my favorite teacher of all time, Mrs. Johnson. And one time she was like, "You're too verbose. I hope that makes you a living someday." And she sent me to the office. And I remember thinking, what does verbose mean? And what it means is you talk too much. And I was able to tell her, "Mrs. Johnson, you were onto something because now I talk for a living." And I think you planted the seed in 10th grade humanities.
Well,
you know,
there you go. She saw it firsthand.
I was no stranger to the office, actually, but I still made good grades. So they didn't know what to do with me, you know?
Well, and you were in the inaugural class of the Fort Gibson Hall of Fame.
Not everybody can be in the Fort Gibson Hall of Fame.
No, it's true. I mean, there aren't many people in it now, but the person who almost didn't get to walk at graduation because what did you tell us what the prank was?
We went into the school after hours because I had a key and we went down into the swimming pool area and some people swam. And I mean, the thing is it was at least clean fun. Like nowadays, it's like they're drinking and driving and putting people's lives in danger. We all knew how to swim, you know?
So your prank was to sneak into the school overnight and have a swim party.
It wasn't really overnight. It was like closer to like 11 or so, like 10:45, 11, something like that.
That's fairly tame compared to what could happen. And you didn't ruin anything, right? You didn't throw desks.
Nothing was ruined.
Yeah.
Nothing was ruined. Nobody was injured during this process.
I still find the spanking weird, man.
You are wrong about that. If we still had spankings in schools
that's strange.
With the paddle and there's a witness to it, I'm telling you, it was scary and it hurt and it left a mark. And my mom was not one to come up and say, "Don't do that." Mom was like, "Take her in there." So.
Well, it all worked out, I suppose.
I know. Look at me now.
Look at you now. All right, that'll do it for us. Thanks for being with us for Around the Ozarks News. Be sure to check out the weekend is coming up. What's happening at AroundTheOzarks.com. Stay tuned for Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather, and we will see you right back here on Thursday. Have a good day.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Here is your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. You are listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. It's Wednesday, June 3rd, and we have a beautiful day in store across the Ozarks today. Temperatures are beginning in the upper 50s, and I have a high today near 80 degrees. You're looking at a sunny day. A southwest breeze will be in the forecast, and temperatures are going to respond. It's a great day to get outdoors in the Ozarks, summer-like, but not overwhelmingly hot. Yeah, still a tiny bit of humidity in the air, but nothing like what we had just a couple of days ago. Overall, it's sunny and cooler across the region today, so get out and enjoy it. It should be a nice day to get outdoors, get some yard work done before rain chances move back into the forecast. We've got sunshine, high temps, kind of either side of 80 degrees. There will be some that are left in the upper 70s, while others climb into the middle 80s today. I expect most of the activity across the country is going to stay back to our west. That's where rain and storms are ongoing. There's severe weather today up in the northern plains, heavy rain stretching from the panhandle of Oklahoma down through West Texas into southeastern New Mexico. None of that for us today. I'm expecting a dry one in the Ozarks, and it's kind of nice to have this string of dry days. We are going to stay dry through Friday afternoon. That's the next time the rain chances are going to reappear in our extended forecast. I do have strong thunderstorm chances in the forecast a couple of times in this 7 day. So rain will be commonplace as we get closer to Friday and Saturday. I'm expecting pretty good coverage by Friday afternoon and another chance by the time we get to Saturday afternoon. There will be potential here for localized heavy rainfall that leads to flooding. So additional rain chances on Sunday and into the early part of next week. We're going to have to watch for some minor areas of flooding. I should mention, though, that these rain chances, they're periods of showers and thunderstorms. They are not all-day washouts. So while you may look at the extended forecast and see rain chance after rain chance, this does not mean you're not going to be able to get outdoors. It just means we're going to be dodging some summertime thunderstorms each and every day come Friday. Temperatures through the time period will stay summer-like. Today, I told you our highs will be either side of 80. We'll fall back to near 60 tonight, and then tomorrow should be another one with low 80s in the forecast and dry conditions. Rain chances look pretty good by Friday afternoon, about 50% chance for rain. We'll see that chance return on Saturday and Sunday with highs back into the 80s each afternoon, and lows will eventually fall into the 60s each night. So we see those numbers come up slightly as we head closer to the weekend and introduce a little bit more moisture into the forecast. Around the country, what's making headlines today? Well, it's those showers and thunderstorms across the northern Rockies into the plains and the southwest again. We've got a slight risk of severe thunderstorms for the northern plains today. That's where some heavy rain will accompany that rain and storm activity. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. What is the name of the incredibly fast, narrow bands of air blowing from west to east high up in the atmosphere that commercial pilots use to shave hours off their flight times? Do you think that is A, the trade winds, B, jet streams, C, monsoons, or D, El Nino? Well, I've actually heard on my last flight that I took, the pilot announced this. If you guessed B, jet streams, you are correct. Oftentimes, if they can get in that nice jet stream flow, speeds them up. You get to your destination faster. So congrats if B was your choice. Here's the next trivia question for you. What rare and spectacular optical illusion occurs when sunlight refracts through the ice crystals in high altitude cirrus clouds, creating the appearance of two bright mock suns flanking the real sun? Do you think that is called A, St. Elmo's fire, B, sundogs, C, Fata Morgana, or D, green flash? What do you think causes those two mock suns that flank the real sun? Have you seen one? Let me know. You can do that in the comments. You can also answer the trivia question online at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for listening on this beautiful Wednesday in the Ozarks. I hope you have a fantastic day. It is going to be a great one. Thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. I'll chat with you again tomorrow morning.